Good day, everybody. It's Jolene here from Chi Lifestyle. Okay, so welcome. Um, for those of you who are new to my channel and have recently subscribed, I just want to say thank you so much for subscribing. I really hope you enjoy my channel and the readings that I offer. If you're new, then I'll just explain that I generally do a general reading at the beginning of the week, and I do a love reading near the end of the week. Okay, every now and again I might throw in the odd little surprise as well, but that's generally what you're going to get with this channel. Okay, so today I have decided to do as what is your life purpose. Okay, so please remember these are general readings. I cannot get every single one of your life purposes to the T, but this will definitely, hopefully in each pile, give you some kind of hints and clues as to what your life purpose is, or maybe you're trying to have a bit of a understanding as to who you are, and this might help you in your purpose in your life as a whole. Okay, so we have pile number 1 where we have this like ruby ring. Pile number 2, I have got a white pearl. And pile number 3, we have got a purple amethyst. Okay, so some of you, as I said, you may like the piles 1, 2, and 3. Others may like the colors of the stones. Some of you, you might like to look at the timestamps and see which number is a better one for you. Maybe you just look at different numbers or whatever it is. I always put those in the comment section, okay? But really and truly, sometimes you might get something from more than one pile. So if you feel like you're drawn and you can't think of which pile, then by all means watch the piles. If none of them, or you really are confused, then listen to all the piles, okay? There's no saying that one. You might listen to all the piles and go, oh wow, okay, now I get it. You know, something in each pile might give you the answers that you are needing. Okay, so whatever makes you feel good, you decide, and I will get to your pile now. Okay, so if you're needing more time, please by all means pause the video, because I'm now going to start with pile number 1. Okay, so pile number 1, let me start with your pile and then we'll move along. Okay, so pile number 1, ruby red ring. This is your reading. Okay, so I'm going to go through all the cards. I'll show you the cards and I'll just go through. So here we've got the King of Horses, Balance, Clearing the Way, the Master Artisan, Positive Change, Artistic Expression, Amethyst, Psychic Abilities and Behavioral Patterns. And we've got Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic and Teacher. Okay. Right, so first card is the King of Horses. So the King of Horses is one, so I'll try and think of the forces, the king of different energies. So someone who is the king of dealing with all the different energies. I'm getting the air, water, fire and earth. Okay, so think of someone who is able to balance positive, negative energies, someone who is able to work with all the different types of elements. Here we've got 3 animals. We've got the wolf, the bunny and the deer, and those are like natural enemies. And so the King of Horses is someone who is really able to help them to interact rather than fight. Okay, he has a positive auric field, and someone who is really able to, you know, bring in all the forces kind of into one. Okay, there's also a bit of like a auric field going above him, which has got to do with the cosmos and working with the stars. Okay, so there's something there. Here we have got the balance card, and the balance card is really and truly about justice, really and truly. It's about justice in some way or form. It's about bringing balance into your life. It's about bringing light into a dark space. It's about karma. Lawyers, not doctors, lawyers, or anything to do with law, or balancing situations. We've got this card here, clearing the way. This guy's got a wood and something's blocking their path, and he's now got the tool in order to clear the way. Okay, so in some way or form, you may have the tools to help people clear the way. Okay, and then we have got the master artisan. So this is someone who has mastered his skill, and he's now teaching other people how to master their skill. So this is a teacher, a professor, someone who's helping people with that skill to master their skill. You've got the card here, positive change. So whatever you do in your life purpose, it's that you will help other people. It will be very positive. You'll bring a lot of positive changes to their life. Okay, we got the card artistic expression. So this is telling me that in some way or form you are creative in some way or form, and that's definitely going to help others. With the amethyst card here, you've got psychic abilities and behavior patterns. So for some of you, you may use your psychic abilities if you have them to help other people. This could be more of a card of intuition. I don't see this as a very psychic pile, but I might be wrong. You know, you could work with different energies, but you know, stones, but behavioral patterns is probably more likely. And then you've got the card Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. Okay, so we obviously have a few different things here, you know, bringing justice, bringing balance to people's lives in some way or form. Whatever you do, you are going to bring about a positive change to other people. You perhaps are going to help people clear the way, help people to balance their emotions, help people to balance their forces, help people to work with the different energies when it comes to different elements, help people to face their inner demons or their inner fears, help people to master their abilities. So, you know, you could be an artist, and then you will then eventually go out and teach other people how to do that. But the word I keep on getting, and I'm seeing it there along with that one underneath this, is that your life purpose is that of a teacher. Okay, so you may have had a lot of lessons in your life, things that have taught you. So it could be different people came into your life to teach you different lessons. That's relationships, it's love relationships, it's your parents, it's your friends, it's your children. Life in its own has taught you a lot of pivotal lessons. And you may sometimes think to yourself, jeepers, why me? Well, this is why. Okay, for you to master your skill, you've had to learn some tough lessons. And with you learning tough lessons, you are now able to go out and teach other people how to master their skill. Sorry, something tickle my leg, something's crawling up me. You may use it via some kind of artistic way. So you may do it via creating a blog, you may do it via painting, you may do it via creating something really beautiful, and that will help people. Okay, in any which way. Behavioral patterns, you may be teaching them their behavioral patterns by saying, you know, you might have had to learn with the balance card karma, you might have had to learn a lot of karmic lessons. You know, people expect karma like, oh well, I'm good, you bad, so therefore you're going to get bad karma, I'm going to get good karma. It doesn't work that way. Karma is something that every single one of us face karma, sometimes 3 or 4 times in your lifetime. It's because it teaches you lessons. As we age, the karma comes at different stages, because, you know, it's as a child, for example, you may have been bullied. Okay, you need to learn from that, and your ability is to how to deal with your enemies, which is the King of Forces. You need to learn how to handle people who treat you badly. Okay, as you get older, you might, and not always, but I mean, you know, take whatever resonates, you might get a role where inadvertently you'll end up bullying people. Okay, because you now have this power and you feel like you need to use it, which means that becomes a lesson again. Okay, so it's really taking every bad that happens in your life and turning it into a positive. So it's turning all negative into a positive. Okay, so whatever hand you've been dealt with in your life, once you have mastered that skill, you will be able to have the ability to teach someone else that skill. And that is your life purpose, is for you to master these skills. So whatever you're going through, you may sometimes think, I don't know why I've had this situation. You know, you could be a woman who has really had a lot of injustice when it comes to, you know, being abused, or watching your mother be abused, or watching your friends be abused. And then you need to bring, you know, and teach women how to deal with being abused, teach them about what is abuse, how to bring karma to those who maybe rape them, or you know, help balance the karmic scales, help them to see how to deal with their situations, how to clear their path, so that they may bring more positive change to their life. There's many ways, pile number one, that you can really teach people, you know, in whatever way or form. See your bad lessons in life as one that's actually quite positive, because it's some way for you to be pushed and forced into learning a lesson so that you can teach other people that lesson. Okay, right, that's what I have for you, pile number one. Hopefully that makes sense in any way, and if it doesn't, then please go and look at the other piles. As I said, sometimes all three piles might have, you know, one little inkling in each pile. Okay, that's what we have, pile number one. And I'm going to go on to pile number two. Those who have chosen the white pearl, pile number two, this is going to be your reading. Okay, your first card out is the Queen of Forces. So pile number one had the King of Forces. Pile number two, you've got the Queen of Forces. Quite funny. You have got the in Crescent Moon. You have got Spring, Four of Forces. You have got Reflection. Shield and clear your energy. Right. The Sun, okay, illumination, growth, God energy, and you have got Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Okay. So, okay, let's start. Queen of Forces. Okay, so in pile number one, we had King of Forces. Maybe go watch pile number one. May be of interest to you. Okay. So with the Queen of Forces, think of the forces as all the possible energies around. Okay, so you have got the moon, you have got the sun. The sun illuminates certain energies. You've got a sun card here, and then you've got the moon, and you've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards with the moon in it. Okay, so it's really working with the sun energies as well as working with the moon energies. This queen is surrounded by water. Okay, so sun may bring about positivity, moon may bring about fear. It brings about mystery. It brings about, you know, moonlight, you know, werewolves, and you know, those kind of energies. So it's, you can kind of see this as maybe positive, happy energy and negative, dark energies. But she can balance both. She is surrounded by water, so that's that of emotions. So she has the ability to balance her emotions no matter what, whether come day or come night, she can balance that. She has got barren land here, and she has got forests on either side. Okay, so your purpose is definitely one to bring about quite a lot of balance. It's to help yourself and other people to balance the emotions and help people deal with whatever negatives become and make them positives. You know, it's almost like this moonlight has a positive amount of growth. This beautiful sunlight has a negative amount of barrenness. So, you know, it's about working with all forces, all energies. Okay, so all circumstances, all situations, you will maybe have to learn how to work with that so that you can help others do the same. Here we've got the in crescent moon. So the crescent moon is normally the moon of hope. The crescent moon, it's normally the moon where you do manifestations. So you start off with the small moon that becomes the full moon, and then, you know, that's a time to manifest new beginnings in your life. Okay, so you could be helping people with that. This guy is chipping away at his creation, and there's a lot of art and paintings in the background. Okay, so you could also help ways of bringing people, you know, ways to work within their own skills, to master their skills. I mean, please listen to pile number 1 because this is similar energies. But working with creating spiritual gifts, creating, there's a lot of creation in here. So creating spiritual gifts, creating art, maybe even spiritual art, helping people to work within their souls and putting their soul into some form of artistic way, okay? He's chipping away at something, help people to chip away at their inner selves in order to create something better, okay? With the forces, this is spring, it's a card of abundance, it's a card of growth, it's a card of, springtime, think of it, it's hatchlings, it's seeds. You always plant your seeds, so that, in springtime you've got generally the beautiful sun, things are growing, spring, flowers are blossoming. So think about everything that could be associated with farming. Maybe your part of your thing is to grow crops, it's to live off the earth. So therefore, if you've had this idea that maybe you wanted to go and grow your own crops, grow your own fruit and vegetables, then this is a good sign. Maybe you want to work with flower essences, work with herbs, become a naturalist, working with any of those forces, then this is definitely a sign, okay? We've got the card here, reflection, and this is one, again, working with moonlight, working with the dark energies, working with psychic abilities. The moon's also that of psychic abilities, okay? Water is also one of emotions. Meditation, this is really the card reflection. Looking at your reflection, looking deep within you, helping people to look deep within them, to find their inner light. And helping people with meditation. Meditation is really, really important because it helps them to delve deep into who they are and where they are and helps them to get answers. Okay, so I think teaching people meditation is perhaps a really big sign if you are in this path, okay? Clearing and shield your energy. Well, again, you need to help people. So you need to learn how to clear and shield your energy so you can teach people how to clear and shield their energies, okay? Help them to work with the forces, again, work with people maybe fear a lot of the negative forces or a lot of negative thoughts, and they need to understand how to disconnect and cut the cords and how to, create themselves positive energy fields, how to work with energies in the home, how to work with different forces and energies all throughout, okay? So you need to learn that so you can help others with that. And you got the card you're right. So some of you are literally that of an artist, as in a writer, a poetry, a blogger, helping people by blogging, writing, doing websites, helping people with maybe helping them themselves. We've got a lot of the ancient Egyptians stuff here, so maybe some of you need to have a look at working with ancient civilizations, maybe getting, working with those energies, helping us find the truth of, what's maybe being hidden. The moon's also things that are hidden, so helping us find the truth, the inner truth, a lot of the hidden stuff, okay? Illumination with the sun card, illumination, helping people with growth, working with God, working with the God energies, okay? And then you've got your keepers of the earth, you are not alone, your ancient ancestors. So this is like a wise woman, the back, and you've got the wolf, you've got all these spirit animals, elephants, crows. So again, somewhere in your path is definitely that of healing the earth in some way or form. So whether it's planting trees, we all know we need trees for air and for good positive energies. Again, forces are energies. So energy, we've got the clear and shield energies. So your purpose with all of these is to find, and I think there's different things, is to find ways to heal the earth, and that's why we got sun and moon. So I'm really getting with the spring card, you need to somehow help the earth heal and to clear people's energies, help people send off more positive energies, because positivity starts within yourself, and when you send out positivity, we slowly but surely build up this positive energy, which ultimately helps the earth in the long run. Some of you directly need to just get right in there and help the earth, work with Mother Nature, work with animals, heal animals, and heal the earth in some way or form. Some of it maybe through meditation, through being a shaman, through being a spiritual guru, and helping, grow. Some of you just by writing a book, by blogging, and others it might just, be by creating something, or like I said, working with herbs and being a herbalist. Okay, this is didn't really give a direct one like pile number one did, but there seems to be different energies. But I really think that the main thing here, it's balancing the forces of the earth, because we've got crops on one end dying and the other hand being barren. We've got plants there, and keepers of the earth. So your main purpose in this life is to be a keeper of the earth. In some way and form, you have to help heal the earth. Okay, pile number two, if that does not help you in any way or form, then please go back and maybe just listen to all the piles, and you might find that one of the others are more resonating with you. Okay, and if it does, then let me know. Okay, pile number three, those who have chosen the amethyst ring. Right, so we have got here the War of the Roses, the view of the ego, the journey, the Oracle of Delphi, open your heart, Jesus, spiritual law of attraction, Melchizedek, spirituality, wisdom and humility, pillar of light, your vibration is rising, you are the oracle. Wow. Okay, wow. The oracle and the oracle. Wow. Okay, so you're an oracle, pile number three. End of story. Goodbye. I'm joking. Okay, well, okay, so, wow. You guys are light workers. Okay, there's no other way to put this. I'll go through all the cards now, but it's the oracle of Delph and yeah, the pillar of light. This is a very spiritual, I suppose, even with the amethyst ring, those who have chosen this is a very spiritual pile. Okay, with the War of the Roses, okay, so this is an interesting one. Your life purpose is that to teach people, and I'm really getting the words duality here, is to teach people how to work within themselves, within finding their negatives and helping them work through their negatives. Because so we've got two cards. We've got the view of the ego, and I'm kind of really getting the thought of shadow work, of helping people face their ego, with helping people, dealing with so we've got the white rose and we've got the red rose. Red rose generally is one is passion, and the other one's more the card of peace is what I'm getting. So it's almost the fiery energy, the peaceful energy, and with the view of the ego here, I'm really taking this as your purpose is actually to help people. So you might have to view your ego, and I don't mean that in a negative card. I mean that more in a both of those also cards of having people around them that are not good for them. So helping people realize that if they are not in their good place or in a good work environment, teaching them how to find their purpose, teaching them how to find more peace in their life, teaching them that what toxic energies are and how to work with that. Because the War of the Roses as well, it's about people who, it's toxicity versus peace. View of the egos, you've got three people staring at there and one staring back. So it's about, reflecting and having a good thought about who you are and why do you do what you do, kind of thing. So you might have to go through these yourself and understand a lot of your own lessons and do a lot of your own shadow work. So once you do that, you can then go and help others to deal with that. Again, duality is something that I see a lot here, is learning how to work with light forces as well as dark forces. Okay, we have got the journey card here, which is that could be meaning, you know, your purpose is to travel. Your purpose is also to expand wherever your knowledge is, but maybe to expand your knowledge or to expand other people's knowledge. So to bring new psychic abilities, to expand your, so maybe you have a business, you know, you really need to take your voice out there. You need to let other people know and learn from your abilities, and from whatever it is that you want to do, you need to expand it. You need to make it international, okay? That's what the journey card is, that of travel. But I mean, in a purpose, whatever your purpose is, it needs to really, so get a YouTube channel, blog, you know, just help. You need to help people a lot in this world. Help the dark and the light, help people see the positives and the negatives. With the spiritual law of attraction here, again, it's help people to understand the law of attraction, help people to understand how their negative views in life is really going to affect them. The Oracle of Delphi is that of spiritual psychic awareness. So again, very spiritual life purpose here, very much about, you got spirituality, spiritual law of attraction, you know, being a light worker, pillar of light, being the pillar of light, being the oracle for other people. You're really here to teach people a lot in this world, teaching them how to open their heart. With the Jesus standing here, you could very much be a light worker and a healer. So whether that's Reiki, any which way that you do healing, you really are helping people heal, helping people to be a lot more wise, to be a lot more centered in their belief system, helping people to understand spirituality, to helping people to understand psychic awareness. I had a word and it completely disappeared. Okay, so it hasn't come back to me, so maybe it's not what needs to be heard. But anyway, either which way, you are really here to help people expand their knowledge, understand how their egos can affect their spiritual law of attraction, how their egos can affect their heart from not opening. The egos will create war in their life. Helping people understand the difference between love and hate, and how it affects their lives. Either which way, you are a seriously highly spiritual person, and your spirituality has to be used in a way to help people and ultimately reach the light. Okay, really and truly, it's helping people reach the light in so many ways. Whatever way you do it, I really believe that you will help people through counseling, through doing tarot cards. Just broaden your horizons and, you know, let your voice be heard. Okay, pile number 3, as I said, definitely it's a spiritual life path that you have. Hopefully that makes sense, and I will chat to you all very soon. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and yeah, let me know if this resonates with you at all. Okay, chat to you soon, and goodbye.